Sometimes the enemy is not outside your door. Sometimes she walks beside you, eats with you, laughs with you, and calls you friend. This is the story of Prisca and Queen. Welcome to Tales by Ebony Black, the home of emotional stories. Prisca and Queen grew up together like sisters. From primary school through secondary school, they shared desks, books, secrets, and dreams. Everyone knew them as inseparable. Where Prisca went, Queen followed. Yet their backgrounds were different. Prisca came from a rich and influential family. Her parents were respected and well-connected. Queen came from an average home, not poor, but not privileged. Still, money never stood between them. Friendship seemed stronger than status. Both girls were intelligent, but Prisca stood out effortlessly. She was exceptionally brilliant, beautiful, tall, fair, and graceful. Teachers praised her openly. Strangers noticed her easily. Queen was intelligent too, but she often lived in Prisca's shadow. After secondary school, life separated them. Prisca attended a private university. Queen went to a federal university. Distance did not break their friendship, or so Prisca believed. Years later, success followed. Prisca graduated with a first-class degree in accountancy. Queen graduated with a second-class upper in computer engineering. They reunited during NYSC in Kaduna, full of excitement and hope. After service, Prisca's father used his influence to secure good jobs for both of them at NCC Nigeria. Once again, they stood side by side. Life seemed perfect. But envy had already taken root. Suitors began to flood Prisca's life. Handsome men, rich men, influential men. One after another they came. Prisca turned them down until she met Ik. Before accepting him, Prisca introduced him to Queen. Queen smiled, but something dark stirred within her. She warned Prisca repeatedly not to date Ik. Her warnings were unusually intense. Prisca listened but refused to obey. She trusted her own heart. Weeks later, Ik suddenly disappeared. He stopped picking Prisca's calls. Messages went unanswered. When Prisca went to his house, he refused to open the door. That night, Prisca cried until morning. Queen rushed over to console her. She held her and said, "I warned you. Maybe God saved you." Prisca believed her, but heartbreak did not end there. 5 more men came into Prisca's life. 5 more men left suddenly, without explanation. Prisca became confused and afraid. She began to wonder if she was cursed. She traveled home to stay with her parents and cool off. One evening, a priest who was also a family friend visited. After listening to Prisca's story, he prayed deeply for her. Then he gave her a strange but firm advice. The next man that comes into your life, tell nobody about him, not even your closest friend. Prisca hesitated and asked, "Even Queen?" Her parents urged her to obey. Prisca agreed. Months later, a gentle and God-fearing man named Mark, an ex-seminarian, noticed Prisca. Their relationship grew quietly, peacefully, without noise. This time, Prisca told no one. Mark proposed. Prisca said yes. Still, she told no one. Not until the traditional marriage. When Prisca finally informed Queen, Queen became furious. She accused Prisca of not trusting her. Prisca apologized endlessly, explaining that she did not even know the relationship would reach that stage. She took Queen out, bought her expensive gifts, and begged for peace. Queen accepted outwardly. Prisca's wedding was grand. Cars, money, and expensive gifts poured in. Queen stood proudly as the chief bridesmaid, smiling for pictures. But behind that smile, envy burned. After marriage, Prisca struggled to conceive. Hospital tests showed nothing was wrong with her or her husband. One day, Prisca attended a crusade despite it being her ovulation period. A priest prayed specifically for expectant mothers. 1 month later, Prisca became pregnant. Joy filled the home. She gave birth easily to a baby girl named Chimdalu. Queen smiled again. 2 years passed. There was no second pregnancy. Queen returned with the solution: fertility supplements from a supposed uncle abroad. Prisca took them briefly but stopped when her body reacted badly. She did not tell Queen because she did not want to offend her. Later, Queen visited and stayed for a month. That was when things changed. Queen advised Prisca to lock her phone with a password. She encouraged her to answer calls from an old suitor. She helped fix Prisca's Facebook account and secretly created another account without her husband's surname. Prisca trusted her completely. One Sunday morning, Mark confronted Prisca. "Why did you lock your phone? Why did you create another Facebook account without my surname?" Prisca explained that Queen helped her. Mark called Queen into the room. Queen froze. She could not speak. Later, while Prisca went to the kitchen, she heard Queen's voice pleading, "Please, please." Prisca rushed out. Mark asked her to sit. Then he played recordings. Queen's voice filled the room. "She is cheating on you. She has no womb. She planned to run away with her ex-lover." Prisca screamed and collapsed. She fainted. When she regained consciousness, Mark revealed the truth. He never believed Queen. He recorded everything so she would expose herself. Mark demanded the truth. Queen broke down and confessed everything. The fertility drug was slow poison. She lied to Prisca's suitors, telling them Prisca had no womb. She went spiritual against her. She wanted Prisca's life. "Why must everything work for you?" Queen cried. Mark threw her out immediately. Queen lost her job. Her marriage was cancelled. Her bride price was returned. Unable to bear the shame, Queen took her own life. Her body was cast away according to custom. Prisca survived, but she learned the hardest lesson of her life. Not everyone who calls you friend wants you alive. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share.